Good morning and welcome Year 4 students. This is Sarasat Vita Drangsi School online classroom. I am teacher Zoltan, and in this video we're going to start the science subject. Today's class you will be needing your science book 4 and a pencil. In this unit, first unit, we're going to cover plants, how they grow and how they develop. Let's start with the parts of a plant. Most plants have got two main parts, the one above the ground, which we call shoot system, and the other one below the ground, the root system. Most plants have got different parts, and these different parts have got different roles. For example, the flower helps the plant for reproduction. The leaf helps the plant to breathe. Also, it is the place for a process called photosynthesis, which we are going to cover later. The fruit contains the seeds, which is vital for reproduction, and the stem holds the plant upright. Through the roots, the plant absorbs water and minerals from the soil. Let's start with some new words. Absorb. Absorb is a verb which means that an object soaks in water. Bark. Bark is the outside part of a tree trunk that protects the tree. Humidity. It means how much moisture there is in the air. Photosynthesis is a process where green plants produce sugar out of water and carbon dioxide. We're going to cover that later. Shrivel has the opposite meaning of absorb. It is an object that loses moisture and contracts. Stomata are tiny pores on the underside of a plant's leaf that helps transpiration. And finally, temperature tells us how hot or cold it is. Let's start with vascular bundle. Plants are living things. They need water and food to survive. Also, this water and nutrients need to be transported to every part of the plants. So the vascular bundle is a transport system inside the plant. When you look at this diagram, when you cut a plant stem and observe it under a microscope, you will see these tiny little tubes. This is the vascular bundle. There are two types. We call them phloem and xylem. They have separate roles in the plant's life. Now, what do? These two tissues, phloem and xylem, transport fluid and nutrients internally inside the plant. Now, what kind of transport do they do? This is a diagram of a plant. The xylem is responsible for transporting water and nutrients. The phloem is responsible for transporting food. Xylem transports water and nutrients from the root to the plant's leaves, while the phloem transports the ready-made food to every part of the plant. Now let's check the vocabulary. You will see these pictures. Please connect them with the words. You can pause this video and check your answers later. Are you ready? Temperature, absorb, and bark. Now let's discuss the type of plants. There are two main types of plants, namely monocotyledon and dicotyledon. Let's start with the third word, cotyledon. A cotyledon is a very small leaf inside a plant's seed that would later develop into a plant. Mono in Latin means one, and di means two. That means a monocotyledon has got a single leaf inside a seed, while the dicotyledon has got two leaves. Look at the rice plant, the rice seed. When you peel it, you will find one single piece of rice inside. That's the cotyledon, we call it, and since there is only one of it, we call it monocotyledon. But when you peel a peanut, you will be able to split the peanut into two halves. So the peanut seed has got two cotyledons inside. That's why we call them dicotyledon. The two types of plants, monocotyledons and dicotyledons, grow differently. When you look at these two seedlings, you can see that the monocotyledon has got one single stem growing, while the dicotyledon has got two leaves. Now, what are the features of the monocotyledon plants? We already know that inside the seed there is only one cotyledon. When you look at the roots, they look very fuzzy. We call them fibrous roots. The vascular bundle inside the stem is scattered. You'll find them everywhere. When you look at the leaf, the veins inside are parallel. And the flowers have got 3 petals or multiples of 3. For example, if you look at these nice tulips, you can count 6 petals on the flower. Now let's look at the dicotyledon plants. You already know that the seed has 2 cotyledons. The roots, however, are different. We call them tap roots. That means there's one main root and tiny side roots. The vascular bundle, when you cut the stem into half, you will see them in a circular pattern. The leaves has got veins all over, not just parallel, but they look like a net. And the flowers has got petals, 4 or 5, all the multiples of 4 or 5. Let's look at some examples for monocotyledon plants. For example, corn, palm tree, or beetle palm. Some dicotyledon plants, for example, roses, magnolias, or sunflower? Thinking time. Look at this nice pea plant. Question is the green pea monocotyledon or dicotyledon? You can pause this video now, think about it, and resume the video for the answer. The green pea inside can be split into two. That means the pea plant is a dicotyledon. And this is the end of our video today. Thank you for the attention, and see you next time.